Welcome back, everyone, and I'm here again with Jeff Grant, SBR contributor, and today we're going to be looking at the series price for the game between the St. Louis Cardinals and the LA Dodgers. And as of now, we can find that the Dodgers are being favored by a whopping minus 190 money line to take the series. How you doing this morning, Jeff?
Doing great, Dax. This is the most exciting series for me as I worked for the St. Louis Cardinals professionally in their media relations department. Well, I'm a Southern California native, a fan of the Dodgers a bit, but more of a fan since my favorite player, Don Mattingly, became the manager of the Blue Crew.
A lot of conflicting feelings, I believe, you got going on there, my man. All right, so let's start talking about the Cardinals. Right now, they're going to be throwing in 4 right-handers into their starting pitching rotation against the Dodgers. Now, in your opinion, what could we expect to see from that group in this best-of-5 series, my man?
Well, you know what you're going to get from Adam Wainwright. We talked about him in our Game 1 preview of this series, Dax, yesterday. Of course, viewers can catch that on SBR's YouTube channel. But then you have Lance Lynn, John Lackey, and Shelby Miller. But the missing piece of that group, Dax, and I think it's the determining factor of why I like the Dodgers to win the series, is Michael Wacha. If you remember last year in the postseason, he was absolutely dynamic as a rookie. He flourished in the NLCS and also the World Series against the Boston Red Sox. Of course, the Cardinals didn't end up winning that series against the Red Sox. But yes, they have 4 right-handers. Wainwright will likely match up with Kershaw 2 times in the series. So you got to think that one of those 3 other right-handers has to step up for the Cardinals to be successful.
All right, my man. Now, what about the Dodgers pitching lineup? I mean, I think that they're going to have a lot of question marks rise up when Kershaw and Greinke take their turns on the bump. But what comes after that? I mean, do you think that they have what it takes in the pitching department to get past the Redbirds, man?
They're going to benefit, Dax, from the fact that this is only a best-of-5 series. So they're going to have the ability to potentially throw Clayton Kershaw in Game 1 and Game 4 and go with Zach Greinke in Game 2 and Game 5. So as long as they win 3 of those 4 games, the Dodgers should advance. As those 2 players, those 2 pitchers can pitch deep in the ball games, so that leaves the bullpen for Game 3 if one of their starting pitchers doesn't step up in that situation.
Well, that's going to be on their shoulders. I mean, it's just 2 guys that they're going to be relying on. But anyways, I think that the Cardinals, they're going to struggle as well, considering that they only have 1 player that has more than 75 RBIs. But, I mean, should this also be a concern for sports bettors when looking to cap this game?
I don't know where the Cardinals are really going to draw offensively. The lineup has a lot more holes than a year ago. Have to mention the fact that Carlos Beltran left during the offseason to become a member of the New York Yankees, and he is one of the best postseason hitters that there's ever been in the history of baseball, and he really proved that last year for the Redbirds. And also, people are going to see that catcher Yadier Molina is back in the lineup. Yes, one of the more dynamic defensive players in the game, but he's also one of the more important hitters in the lineup, especially against left-handed pitchers in a matchup against Kershaw per se. But Molina has not been the same hitter since going down with a ligament injury to his right thumb. That's going to take more than just a few days to get over. He's not hitting with power, and that's a very important factor in this series.
All right, man. In your article, you posted that the lines are right now favoring at minus 190 for the Dodgers and plus 163 on the other side. What should we take for this series? I mean, should we actually take the money line in favor or against?
I'm going to go with the Dodgers here. They're much more healthy than a year ago when they got bounced out of the playoffs in the 2013 NLCS against the Cardinals. The most important player of that being Hanley Ramirez. He was not healthy whatsoever in that series. But also the Dodgers have plenty of weapons at the top of the lineup with D. Gordon, Carl Crawford, and then September NL Player of the Month in Matt Kemp. And then you got Adrian Gonzalez, who led the National League in RBIs. So there's a lot of weapons. And then Yasiel Puig. What will you get? You never know. But I expect the Dodgers to take care of the Cardinals.
All right, my man. Good stuff. And I bet you had a lot of conflicting interest right there with that pick, my man, because it's not going to be always easy to go against the team that you really like, right?
I got to go with the Dodgers, not just for the fact that I like them and they are a worthy favorite, but also I'm hoping Mattingly can get his World Series title because he was unable to do that with the Bronx Bombers.
I hear you, my man. All right, Jeff, as always, my man, it's a pleasure talking baseball with you and look forward to do it again tomorrow.
Thank you.
No problem. And for SBR Picks, this is Dax Floyd.
The SBR Network offers free sports picks and game breakdowns. Big money free betting contests year-round, a real-time Vegas-style odds monitoring service, and much more. So come see for yourself. To stay updated on SBR news and promotions, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+, and do be sure to subscribe to the Sportsbook Review YouTube channel to catch all our daily sports shows.